Hello and welcome to That Man. This is a manga related thing because, you know what, I see a lot of manga and a lot of anime topics, but I've never seen anybody actually compare Japanese to English manga. And I thought I'd do that and just show you guys what the difference actually is. So first up we have the Japanese copy of One Piece 91, and next to it we have the English copy of One Piece 91. So almost straight away we can see some differences in here. First up is, well, it's the size. A Japanese version will always be quite a bit shorter and quite a bit thinner. Yeah. There's also a whole more rounded thing, which is something we will look at a little bit more in later detail. But yeah, it's always a little bit thinner and a little bit shorter, which is good because it means you can pack up a lot more of manga onto a shelf if you've got the Japanese copy than you can the English. I think for One Piece I can get around 50 or so volumes onto a shelf, whereas for the English one that probably is equivalent to it's probably around 30 or 40 or so, so there is a big massive difference. Next up is, like I said, you can see it's a massive size. Also the artwork for the title is different. So here we just have One Piece, it's a more rainbow colours, we've got the whole Jump comics at the very top, and on here we have One Piece, flat colours, and the massive word Wano. So there's no Jump comics and there's no Shonen Jump. Also we have at the bottom, we have here Ichiro Oda, and here we have Ichiro Oda volume 91 in massive, ruining the artwork. Look at that. Absolute criminal, especially because Nico Robin very rarely appears on covers. So yeah, absolutely criminal that they've had to stick over the art just to get a giant number in, because hey, they can't put it, like, you know, smaller on the left hand side, can they? No. In fact, all of this seems very zoomed in. If you look at this, obviously is a little smaller. This is obviously it's a bigger book, but it's zoomed in. We actually are missing a little bit off the side here, and just a little bit here, and then, like I said, it's covering Nico Robin's face, because criminal, absolutely criminal. Especially when you look on the original art and there's so much like empty space and stuff like that. On the sides we have One Piece, Jump Comics, One Piece, the number with a little pirate flag, the picture, and then some writing. Whereas on the American, the English edition, we have Shonen Jump, Viz, a longer picture, Ichiro Oda, 91, Wano. One Piece. Is this One Piece Wano volume 91? Is it One Piece Wano just 91 overall? We will never know. The back of it, well, there's a clear winner here. The back of it just has a little bit of a blurb and obviously Jump Comics and the barcode on, whereas for the US, the English edition, we have a lot more. We have a little explanation of what One Piece is, because yep, it's volume 91. If you don't know what One Piece is by volume 91, God help you. And then we obviously have a blurb for the adventure of the land and the samurai, and we have this beautiful colour spread, coloured in, and probably is going to get me a copyright strike on YouTube for just showing it. Then we have an advert. Check out the latest chapters, shonenjump.com, and the prices, along with some more T for tea, or team, T for time to get out. So what else have we got apart from that? Well, the Japanese version comes with what is known as a dust cover. So inside of this we will have the same comments and stuff that we have in here, and on the back we just have a whole Shonen Jump stuff. So this is quite nice. It's obviously got the price on, so you can take it off. But what's also unique about it is that we have little differences to the artwork. Look, It's Panda Man. That's right, he was hiding in plain sight all along. And I really like the fact that we do get some nice little gags just for this compared to the English version. It's a nice little change. Inside, the quality of the paper is again different. The paper seems, I don't know, it feels quite thick and, I don't know, kind of weird with this one. But this one, it feels very thin, and it feels really a really nice quality. Of course, we don't have all of this information just saying where we're. That there's a reprints information and translations and stuff like that, because we don't need it. But yeah, this feels nicer to hold in your hand than this one does, and obviously that's just the case. I don't know what the difference is for the reason why these ones are bigger. I'm assuming is because, let's face it, there's a lot of words on each page, so it's going to obviously a bigger one is going to have the words and the proper spacing and stuff like that, and maybe it's just because that just feels a little bit bigger. It's a little bit more of a correct size potentially. So there are a few more little things here and there, not anything hugely big. Well, there is one or two hugely bigs. So obviously at the very back we have Jump Comics. Obviously we don't have anything on there, plus a nice little map. And we have a few little adverts here and there at the very back of the One Piece. Plus we have the Usopp Art Pirates gallery, which actually is absent in the One Piece one. So yeah, we have a coming next volume on sale November, and then we have a little advert for Astro Lost in Space, and then you're reading in the wrong direction. Whoops, guess what? You're starting at the wrong end of the comic. You're on volume 91. And you've already just figured this out. But I'm not going to lie, I do love looking at these whenever Viz releases a new series. In fact, more series. I just like the whole idea of they make a unique one for each one. But yeah, so yeah, there are quite a few differences when it comes to a Japanese and an English one. Also, with the Japanese one, you tend to get, I'm just trying to find it in here. So we do get a few little more things. So we get more adverts. So we've got a little advert for Dr. Stone in here, which obviously you open up. This was actually from volume 93, didn't come with my copy of volume 91, but I just thought I'd show you anyway. So here we have Kimetsu no Yaiba, One Piece, Black Clover, and Spy Family, and a few other series all advertised in here. And on the other side we could just get a few more stuff here and there, and it's just a nice little extra that you get inside them. That is just a nice little change really. So yeah, that is pretty much all of the differences between English manga and Japanese manga. But wait, there's still more, because not only am I going to cover the English manga, I'm going to cover light novels. Join me for in a few seconds. Next up we have, wow, the light novels. So yeah, there is a huge difference in terms of the size. And to put things even further, light novels in Japanese are even smaller than manga. Which is quite funny, because in English, light novels are bigger than manga, usually. So yeah, obviously this is just Konosuba, where it comes with two different things. One thing I didn't point out with the One Piece one, because it wasn't included in this particular volume, is that often you do get a little advert and stuff like that on the wraparound of the manga. I tend to keep them, some people chuck them, but I tend to keep them quite often when I do them. Light novels, they're pretty much, well, let's face it, that is something different. This you read backwards, this you read forwards, yay! So yeah, I suppose that is a huge difference. Also, obviously with the way Japanese writing is, it goes down rather than along. So yeah, again, it's probably just stuff that you already know, but it's just it's nice to look at them and see what they look like differently, really, isn't it? Also, on the back, this came with a little Megumin postcard. I think this was just a little advert for the Konosuba movie which was coming out at the time. So, but yeah, it's nice that you get a nice little extra in there. And it's just nice all over. Again, the paper is very thin on these, whereas this is kind of a little bit more of a cardboard kind of paper. It feels very different, but it's amazing how this can literally just fit in your pocket. One of the reasons why they call them light novels, yeah. But even on the side, look, it's like the spine is just so different compared to the English and the Japanese ones. Also as well, the slipcover included in this. Pull it out. This could be anything. Just in case you were on a train and somebody was just like, hang on, that guy is reading weeb trash. You can just untake it out and just be like, oh, I'm just reading a normal book. Except people can just read it and just be like, oh, it's Konosuba, still weeb trash. So yeah, I hope this has been a little bit of an interesting insight into the differences between English and Japanese manga and, well, light novels as well. If you did enjoy this, please leave a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you next time. Thanks for coming, and thanks again for staying. Goodbye.